Something interesting?
Are we live?
I don't know, man.
Is that your catchphrase, man?
Are
I
we
feel
live?
I feel like you ask that question every time we're live.
I just wasn't paying attention. Uh, what was the question?
Somebody said champ, so I guess
Yeah, Norman.
Yeah. No.
Hey, Ryan Mears here.
Hey.
Very exciting. Very exciting news for the whole squad.
The squad.
You like that? Squad. That's what we should just call everybody. That's what we should call chat. Squad.
The squad.
My wife has a shirt that has the Golden Girls on it. It's called the squad. Welcome everybody to the Gaijin Guys podcast. We do this thing on Sundays. You can just sit back and relax. Listen to the Gaijin Guys.
Are you talking to us or the squad?
Yeah, man. We're talking to the squad.
The squad.
What's up, everybody? Here we are. We're going to talk about some Gacharic spin. So there's some stuff about Hanab and asterism and baby metal, all sorts of stuff. So,
music.
How you guys doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, man. While Wave's drinking that tea with his pinky out, I'll answer first.
He's fancy.
He's a very fancy young Wave. Yeah, man. Hey, I missed you guys last week. It had been literally 7 months since I missed a show, and I didn't realize that until last week when I was like, "Oh shit, I really missed the show." When I was in Florida.
Some kind of like a record for you doing anything consistently, isn't it?
Probably. Yeah, I mean,
well, that's good, dude. Congratulations.
Like you missed it in your heart?
I know. I was actually watching the show from Florida. That was one of the other things. So I turned it on, right? I was like, "Oh shit, I could probably make it right now." But I didn't want to be a pain in the ass, and be like, "Hey guys, I'm here, but
actually, I do want to be on the show.
Please reset everything, because we were supposed to go out to eat and then we didn't, so we ate at home, and I was like, I could probably just turn it on, but I don't want to fuck with them or whatever." But yeah, man, I really did, I legitimately was like, damn, dude, it feels like I'm missing something this week.
Yeah.
And you guys also keep me in the loop of what's going on, especially the chat, which knows everything about everything that's going on in the Jrock music scene out there, so yeah. Right. But it was cool. So I went to Florida last week. I got reset. I needed some vitamin D, bro. Like seriously. I don't think I realized how badly I needed that. Sun is D, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
it could have honestly, that was a wild guess right there. It could have been any letter. But yeah, I was really happy to I came out of the sun and I was like, damn, dude, I've been hibernating for the last 6 months and I didn't even really realize it. You know what I mean? So I spent some time outside and I came back and I was like, wow, I'm revitalized. I have energy again. And now I want to talk about some freaking music with you guys.
Cool.
Nice, dude.
We've had some nice weather going on, I think, for all of us, where it should be cold. It's been pretty nice.
Yeah. It's 60 degrees out here.
Yeah, we were just talking about Ryan, me and you in the Midwest. We got it's been in the 50s, and then we got 2 days where it's a snowstorm and super cold, and then it's back to the 50s.
It hit 70 here, and then it dropped down to 25 and snowed. You wake up the next morning, it's like, what the hell is going on? And then it all melted by the evening, and then it was back up to 50 the next day. Pretty nice.
Dude, something's wrong with the world and how temperature works nowadays. I'm just saying, that doesn't make any sense.
Who decided to join the party? Alan's here too.
Oh.
Hi.
From Alan the
Can you guys hear me?
Alan with the good hair,
man.
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah,
we hear you.
Oh, perfect. All right, awesome. It's actually working. Sweet.
What are you
doing?
Guys,
yeah. I'm on my way to meet with Anastasia Luna right now and talk about some Japanese music and hopefully get some good news when I get into New York. We're working on some big interviews, so I can't wait to let you guys know for sure when I get there. So I'll probably call back in a little bit. I'm at halfway to New York City, 30 minutes away. So I'm going to be picking her up, and then hopefully have some pretty cool news to share with you all. So keep tuned. Fucking played an amazing show last night, packed house. Shout out to Jonathan Lane for showing up to the show. It was a madhouse, crowd surfing and all that stuff. So fun. It felt good to perform again last night. So that's cool. So yeah, but yeah, it's going good, guys. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. We're just kind of going through what's been going on.
Did you guys talk about Gacharic spin right now?
No,
we're not.
I took the entire first part of this conversation to myself and didn't let anybody else speak
He's a
yet.
chatty Cathy.
I was gone for a week, man. I had to make up for it.
We're getting into the fields.
He got sun over this last week, so he forgot what it was like to be awake, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, you guys are talking about weather right now. Yeah, what the fuck's going on? It's like fucking 60 degrees in New York. I'm like, but
awesome."
where my parents live, it's like a blizzard.
Oh yeah,
and it's the same state.
wacky.
So, yeah, very, very, very wacky. Yeah. Well, yeah, guys, I'm hopefully I'm gonna get to the studio. Joe's gonna let me do some live stream from there, so I'll be on a little bit later with you all as I drive in. But I'm here for the Gacharic spin talk. If you guys are gonna talk about that soon.
You just want to jump into it now, then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right, I did. I checked out the video like just before the show. I put up my video, and my feeling is, and I said in the video, is that they got their own sound now. Instead of sounding like a bunch of different things together, they just sound like Gacharic spin, which I'm happy about. It's not that they don't do a lot of different stuff, but they kind of, yeah, I've been mentioning the last few times, they kind of solidified what they do with the lineup they have.
Yeah.
And the songs are still like erratic as hell, but they're still amazing. But you know, like Koga has her own tone, like her own distinct bass tone. So it's just one of those things like, oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's like they're erratic, but like within the box that we call Gacharic spin.
Yeah.
You know, like before it was like erratic, but there was no box. It was just
it's
everywhere.
Almost like, wait, what is this? Oh.
Now, sure, like honestly.
Yeah.
I want to point out something to you guys to ruin the song for you.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
It won't ruin the song for me. I don't care.
Not for Ryan, just for Champ.
Are you gonna mention the click track?
No. Anyways, I want to say something. This is actually overall one of my favorites by them for sure, because I love the melodies. The bass lines were fucking insane. Like later on during the track, I love how it developed and was really good. Shout out to Prophet for making this as a reaction request. Thank you so much, man, for that donation earlier the week on Dichotic. My only issue is that open note on the bass. I was like, I don't know why that was there, and that's the only thing that ruined the song for me. Honestly, it was like too abrupt, that open note right in the beginning.
Oh,
the open E?
Yeah, it's just an intro, but I absolutely love the song. It's one of those songs like, damn, I want to love this, but that one note is going to drive me bananas, and I don't know why. And I was curious if you guys felt the same way. It's a good song.
No.
Like, I love it. It's catchy. It's just that fucking bass note drives me absolutely crazy.
Hung up on
the little intro?
the open note, you know, it's just that open note. Like, why is that there? It's like, because it sounds like it sounds like
note.
No, it's because it's not about it being an open note wave. It's about the way that the sound goes off. It sounds like a blown speaker going off in the back, and it's just like disturbing to me. So I was like, listen, yeah, and I'm like, what is that? And then like it just distracts me from the amazement of the song, because I think it's a great song. I love the bass lines later in it. It's just that opening open note. I don't understand why they
is it like the first note of the song? I just want to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's that like
boom, I don't even think it's a bass.
Yeah.
It sounds like synth to me.
It's it sounds like a synth, and it sounds like it's, you know, filtered. It's got a low pass filter, so like when the rest of the music comes in, it's like,
I don't think it
really hits you in the face.
Honestly, in my personal opinion, it doesn't match it, but that's just me. Other than that, great writing, love it. I love it because there's actually more of a structure to it, like a melody, good chorus, is super catchy. Absolutely love it on that realm. Probably would not listen to the song because of that opening. It just drives me nuts. But that's my take on that song.
Man, okay.
Cool. I just wanted to ruin the song for Champ real quick. You know, just give him
Champ,
something
you
to
hate
look
the
forward
song
to.
now? You ruin it?
I'm still trying to. Okay, now I hear it.
It's the very intro.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest. Like I literally skipped right past it. Like I didn't even pay attention to it. It was like meaningless and nothing to me. Now that I'm
You hear
going
what I'm
back and
talking about
listening to,
now.
yeah, it's like this.
You're welcome, champ.
I actually
I
like
got
it
you.
more now.
Yeah,
I like
think
the
it's
bass
better. It's the
part
best
more
part
now.
of the song.
No,
True.
this is not something that'll buy. You know, like the last time that you totally ruined a song for me, it was because it just went on forever. The thing that you noticed, I was just like, no, why is this going on
Is
for
it
two
low?
minutes straight? I can't stand this.
What's that?
And it was great before you said that, but this one, at least it's over right now. Like I could just
It's
not
over.
hear
Yeah,
that.
it's over.
And then
Yeah,
it immediately
absolutely.
comes in because everything that happens right after that is fucking beautiful to me.
Yeah, and that's what I mentioned during my reaction too. Like, I absolutely love it. But like, and it's just that one part. I'm like, damn it. I don't know.
You know what you could do,
But it's
Alan?
good. It's a good
You are an
song.
editor. You're an editor. So just go
clip it
in
out.
there, clip out the
My
beginning, and start the
my
song
thought
after
was
that.
like for the producers, you know, like or like the final listen, like it just shocks me with like the caliber that they have that they let that one in,
I
you
think
know,
they did exactly what they
I'd
wanted
be
it to
curious.
do.
Exactly, but I also don't know what the lyrics are about. I don't know if it fits like what they're talking about in the song because a lot of that matters too. And I keep thinking about this a lot. I'm like, man, there's a lot of things I hear that are weird sounds sometimes in songs, and I know lyrics really matter because sometimes those sounds match with the story or the theme of the song, and maybe they want it to be like that because of what the song's about, you know. So it could be that too because there's some songs. A great example, just because I've been covering a bunch of songs. Corn has a lot of weird fucking sounds. I'm like, why is that there? But then when you hear the story of the song and what it's about, you're like, oh, now I love it because it makes sense the way that it joins with the whole thing, the whole style of the song. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm missing. I'm missing some context. I feel like I need to really start listening to the lyrics. I know a lot of you like I don't care about the lyrics and stuff. I do. I love the lyrics and I want to know the whole story of the song because I think it really would answer my question about how it's written and how it's structured because that does matter to me.
The song is literally about the meaning of life. So,
Is it really?
yeah.
Maybe the world blows up in the beginning wave, and then it's like
just a fucking weird sound they thought sounded neat.
Actually, no. Okay, guys, I just listened to it like 3 more times, and it is not okay. It's not just the beginning. That is the bass sounds
Does it
throughout.
come back
Like,
in
yeah,
like a little
yeah, if you
background or something?
because it stays at that tone when it goes higher on the notes, and then it
Oh,
goes
yeah.
back to the open. It goes back to the open note the next loop around. So it is doing that the whole time. I guess
Cool.
I don't know. Just that's just what their bass
it's fine. I'm
sounds like in this
crazy.
sound.
I get it.
Just thought it was like a bass synth.
It's got some distortion on it for sure,
Definitely
but
part
it
of
is
the
the
bass.
bass. It's the bass.
It
It's
is
the
the
regular
bass,
bass, yeah. But it's got a little bit of distortion on it. It feels like it might also is it downtuned like significantly? I can't because it
It's her
sounds
low
really
string.
thick.
It's the low open string, so it's the lowest note on the bass for sure.
Hmm.
So that's what she said. I can't. Is it an E?
Yeah.
It's an E. Okay, so they're just on E. They're just playing an E then. Standard tuning.
So she. Oh, that means she's
I can
hitting
hear
the fourth string.
the later the open notes used, but it sounds just like a bass tone. The first one's been like obviously kind of overdriven or something. But whatever, man. If it bothers you, it bothers you. I don't give a shit.
No. Hey, man, I totally feel you though. If that's something that agitates you, bro, like I find shit like that all the time that just like will totally throw me off or something.
Yeah,
But
it's coming from the guy that likes Jaluka, so it is what it is.
It's like
so.
it's
I
like
will
for
be-
me when I hear the guy Imagine Dragon Singer's voice.
Yep.
It just
it's
ruins the
probably
song for me.
it's probably how a lot of people feel
Did you
when
say you
they
get a hard on?
Yes.
yes. There
That's
it
what I
is.
wanted you to say for some reason. I just get extremely hard when I hear his voice.
It's probably how a lot of people feel when they hear like Japanese vocals for the first time, honestly. Because like I know a lot of my friends when I show them like Hanab or whatever, and they hear the like high pitched like anime sounding stuff, they're just like, nope, don't give a shit. Like I'm out.
My wife's like, I can't handle that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey, you're
I'll enjoy
lost,
it, I
right?
guess. Just listen a little bit longer. If I can changes.
I want to see Gacharic spin live. I think once I see Gacharic spin live, I will be completely sold on that band. I 100% think that, and I feel that way about like Ryan was talking about Love Bites. Like I really want to see them live. There's a lot of these bands like I gotta see these bands live because sometimes recordings just don't do it. You know, they just don't do it for some bands. And like for me at least, like because I've noticed now, like every band I go see live, like Sim I liked, right? I saw them live. They're like my favorite now. Like they're so fucking awesome. So, and then like, and I'm really excited about like just seeing Gacharic spin because of what you guys have said about him. Really excited to see Love Bites because of what Ryan said about him, and how like I think that's what it is. So I always just recommend that everybody just watch them live. You know,
No, I really hope
you're on
that
the fence.
that Gacharic Spin tours the U.S. in the
Yeah,
future at
that
some
would be
point
cool.
because I feel like that would really like. It's hard to feel truly connected to a band until you see them play live, you know? Because once I did see them play live, then I was like, I'm in love with them now, you know?
Mhm.
And I feel like
Exactly.
if they toured the US and more people got to form that personal connection, it would be big for them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie though.
I
There's definitely
regret not
some
going to that concert.
yeah, there's definitely some bands out there though that like I feel like after I've heard them live for the first time, I didn't want to listen to them anymore. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Oh
Death Clock.
yeah.
Death Clock for me, for
Well,
sure.
then you could stop wasting your time.
It's a good outlook on life there, Wave. I like that.
I saw
What?
Death Clock and immediately I saw Death Clock twice and immediately don't want to ever see them again
Why?
because I don't want to have a seizure at the next show. I
Well,
don't.
so
I
You
you
don't
didn't,
want
don't
to
want to
but
die.
you
watch
won't listen. You
cartoon
didn't listen
porn
to him
during a
before that either,
concert?
did you?
I didn't listen to it for that. I just didn't like it.
Okay.
I absolutely did not. I was so bored out of my mind for Death Clock. I just no, it was not
Hmm.
entertaining for me. The first one was okay, and I was like, oh, maybe if I see it again, it'll be even better. And I was like, nope, nope, it wasn't. I think I enjoyed it
Hmm.
the first time with Champ more because Champ was a fan, so Champ hyped it up for me.
Just needed a hype man behind you.
I needed Champ for the second show for sure.
So are you saying, Champ? Are you saying like if you saw a bad performance of a band that you like their studio albums, you won't go back and listen to it?
I mean,
Or
it makes it a little bit more difficult for
yeah,
me, honestly. Yeah, like
What band? Name a band that you've seen live that you're
in
just like, oh hell no.
in Flames. So like they're the first one that comes to mind. They're one of my favorite bands of all time, right? Okay. But
Yeah.
in their later years, I saw them play with Killswitch Engage, who was still awesome, while In Flames was much less awesome.
hmm,
And I just kind of like it's like a respect thing. I was like, you guys aren't that good anymore. And like
yeah,
I it made me less interested to actually go back and listen to their older stuff. Because I'm like, okay, here's
Ooh.
another band that you played with that is just as good as they once were. And I never liked Killswitch as much as I liked In Flames, but it clearly one of them was able to maintain their presence and their abilities while the other one is like really struggling behind it, you know. And I was more inclined after that show to go back and listen to more Killswitch that from the past than In Flames, even though I didn't like it as much. You know, I still respect what they did and created and stuff like that, but yeah, like a bad show, like if I see you and I don't think that you're good live, it does affect my enjoyment, I think, of the music as a whole,
huh.
because it means that you're not capable of playing the stuff that you wrote, which is like, I don't know, that's like a big no-no for me.
Oh, then
You don't feel that way?
no. Like it,
Really?
because I think it's two different things. You know what I mean? I appreciate. I don't know. It depends on the band, I guess. Because I mean, Guns N' Roses live fucking sucks. Like even back in the day, they weren't that great, but I still enjoyed the music then. Like, I don't know if I like who have I seen that was disappointing?
Metallica.
Metallica, yeah, that didn't change anything for me as far as their older stuff. You know, I don't know.
Well, I don't want to say that like I respect the old stuff any less. It's just like more of a natural like I don't know if I want to listen to it right now type of
Yeah,
thing. Like I wasn't feeling that, so maybe I'll steer clear of them for a little while until I kind of reset my feelings on them again after that bad experience type of deal.
I
Hey
don't know.
guys, I do have to check out, but you guys have a great rest of your show,
All right, do
and
your thing, buddy.
looking forward to checking back in with you guys later. All right,
All
have a
right,
good
thanks
one,
for
Right.
guys.
popping in.
See you.
Okay,
Okay. There we go.
now that he's gone.
Have
Yeah.
fun
All
doing
right,
whatever the
so
hell it is you're doing in New York.
Yeah, right. So I think he'll be back to talk about whatever he is doing a little later, it seems like. All right, so you want to turn back around onto the Gacharic spin song? Because I want to talk about some specifics about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Wave, have you said anything about it yet? I don't think so.
Not really.
Do your thing.
Well, I was kind of thinking the same thing Ryan said earlier. Like, it seems like they've really found their consistent sound over the last 3 albums, and it's with the new lineup, you know. And I really appreciate that. They're so good at composing music that, you know, features all of the members in the band. You got all 3 vocalists. You got a bass solo, a guitar solo, and a piano solo
Yeah.
all in this song. And it's all crammed into 3.5 minutes
Yeah.
with like a catchy, cool arrangement. So it's like, it just blows my mind what the composition process is like for them to make such a concise song that features so much, you know?
Yeah, and that is actually like one of the things I wanted to talk about most, which was like, I'm always like most impressed when I'm like, what, how did they come up with the idea to do it like they did it in this situation, right? And like the first thing that I noticed that I thought was really cool was in the intro. First of all, is gonna be in my head for
I
the
know
next
the whole
14
time.
It's literally been going through my head the whole time. I didn't even realize what it's from until he did that. I'm like, oh, it's from that song.
Yeah. Like, I mean, literally, like it should be like a carnival song that's played at like all carnivals across the world. But I love how like, okay, so when it first comes in, obviously it's doing that riff, right? But there's a part where like the guitar comes in as a rhythm in the background and it just does these chords as it's starting up. And this is right in the intro part. But it comes in on the off note after the drum hit. So it's like drum hits and then the guitar plays the power chord and then the drum hits again. So it's in between the notes that the guitar is coming in. And I just like alone right there, I was like, wow, like I'm not sure how much it actually would have changed sound wise because it almost sounds like it's being played in the place that you would expect it to be played, but it's not. It's a little bit late for everything. I thought that was so cool. A second, everything would stop before the drum comes in to finish each line also. So like these two things put together, like these weird time signatures like being altered and stuff like that, I was already sold just by that because it's going through this do 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 like a kind of like simplistic catchy riff, but they're doing so many things within the box of that riff that like I was just like, this is really fun to listen to.
Dude.
Yeah,
every time again.
The more I see anything with them, the more I'm impressed with Yuri as a guitar, as a fucking drummer. That's what I'm trying to say. Whichever instrument's being played, because it's always I mean, I don't know, like she came in and they're kind of playing songs we heard, and then every time I see something new, it's like, God damn, that was a freaking awesome moment on the drums. And then like what you're mentioning, with all that stuff happening with the beats and how everything's kind of doing a lot of syncopated stuff going on. She's just awesome, dude. I love her style. I love her fills. Just something, I can't say what it is. Maybe Wave can shed some light on. Just something about the way she plays is so fucking cool.
There's so much dynamic in it. Like she busts out that like Stuart Copeland style rim shot groove for a while.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then it turns into like almost a polka for like 2 bars with the walking bass and the snare pattern thing. It's like, what the heck is going on? But they're also locked in together on whatever changes there are. Like the whole band makes it flow so smoothly.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I like the most about them, and this is going to go to like what you just said and what I said before that, but it's the idea that like if they were to play everything like exactly as you would expect them to play, like let's say we were writing this song together, right? And we were trying to match all our instruments up together, it would sound kind of basic, honestly. The do 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 could sound really boring if we're all just hitting the notes as we wrote them, right?
That almost it's like a cheesy freaking melody, dude.
Yes, exactly.
Like, that's why. Touch Me by the Doors. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it does kind of have that it's at least the beat, like right, like the
Right.
sound of the timing of it. But like the idea that they do these things where they move the instruments around a little bit, it adds to that like chaotic feeling of it instead of it being this pristine, like very like clean sound. It gives it this like grittiness to it where like different parts of the song are taken up by sounds that you wouldn't expect to be taken up by sounds if it was another band doing it, right? Like it would just
Sure.
sound, but instead, in between those hits, you're getting different sounds from different instruments, and it
Yeah.
keeps the whole thing feeling like there's this atmosphere that always exists throughout the course of it, no matter what they're doing, because they're not always just matching exactly what the other members are doing.
They're
I
using
love
the
that
ups
about
and
it.
the downs.
The
Interesting.
ups and the downs, like reggae.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Speaking of which, they had a part that felt reggae-ish in the middle of the song too. It's
Of
like
course they did.
everything's in there, dude.
Yeah, the piano solo too was just like I was just like so happy when that came in
I
because
gotta listen to it again, dude.
yeah. Oh, and the whistle. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to
Yeah.
bring up in the intro because
The
like
whistle.
yeah, halfway through the intro, you hear a whistle come in really low in the mix, and it only does it does the second half of I think the third line of the intro, and then on the fourth line it's raised, and you hear it play the do
Yeah.
just as a whistle like on the forefront of it.
It shows
Uh,
Angie whistling it, I think.
Oh, does it? I wasn't
Yeah.
watching the video. I just listened to the song.
Yep.
But yeah, so like they were like inserting new sounds as the intro was going. Like I could just talk, like I said, I could just talk about the intro for a half hour, but I'll move on past that. Like after we got through the intro, which was just it blew my mind. It kind of got a little bit more like easy listening throughout the verses, right? Like there wasn't too much going on in the verses. But that changed completely again in the post chorus and the
Yeah.
bridge and the outro and stuff.
We're gonna have to make up different like designations for parts of songs when listening to Gacharic spin. Like
Yeah.
the bridge,
Yeah.
post bridge, pre.
Bridge 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because where's that piano solo come in really? Like
I don't know.
what is that? Like what
I'm
part of the
I'm
song
barely
is
aware
that?
of it. Like I know there was a really cool guitar solo, but I think there's a bass solo and a piano solo at the same time. I'm not sure what happened.
There was a bass solo, I think, before the guitar solo,
Okay.
then a piano solo before the outro. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Def-
and
definitely
flowed
weird.
so smoothly.
you know what you were saying, Ryan, too, about them finding their sound. It just makes me so happy that like I hear their sound, but they're not sacrificing any of the creativity that they would have had by, allowing themselves to go outside the genre as much as they were before.
Yeah, for sure. It's still very exciting stuff to listen to. But like I said before, instead of wondering, hearing it, going, "Who is this? What?" Yeah, like you know, it's Gacharic spin. There's some sort of consistency that's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Is this on the same album as the other two songs that we listened to recently? Do we know?
Yes, off of Ace,
Yeah.
Baka Baka.
Baku Baku, and Ace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're on there.
Okay, so I gotta say that makes me really happy because I know one of the things that we complained about, and I don't even think we were talking about Gacharic Spin, but we had a conversation many shows ago where we were talking about how sometimes when you're listening to a band, if they change their sound too much throughout the course of an album, it's hard for you to want to go listen to that album rather than just go listen to certain songs because you're not always in the mood for all of those changes. You're in the mood for
Yeah,
whatever you turned on first and kind of want to hear more of that sometimes. And with a band like Gacharic Spin, when they're moving all over the world with genres, different genres, it might be a little bit hard to kind of like really solidify that you want to listen to that whole album from front to back if you're in the mood for one of the songs.
yeah,
But when they do this, what they've been doing with these last three songs, which is like you said, sound like Gacharic Spin without limiting the creativity or the changes or the adjustments that they're making throughout the course of those songs, I feel very comfortable saying that like if I want to hear one of the songs that we listen to, I'll also be able to listen to the other two while I'm in the same mood, in the
Right.
same mindset.
I agree, man.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite song out of the three. What about you guys?
I can't even say. I have to listen to the other ones again.
Yeah, same.
Sad to say, I haven't went back and listened to them kind of closely. I need to.
I didn't even realize the EP was out. The full thing's out now?
Are you looking at it?
I think so.
How many songs are on it?
5.
Oh, okay. So we're only missing 2 then at that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just oh, okay. It just came out like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
So what are the 2 that we didn't hear yet, Wave? You looking at the song list?
There's Lin Lin Lan, and then there's 2 in Japanese. I think Ace is one of them. And
Okay.
then there's one I can't read.
All right. So I'm
Let me
getting
grab
they're
a
probably
translation.
the ones that we saw are probably the ones that they're doing the videos for, and then the other 2, I'm guessing, will just be kind of like B-sides.
Strobe Shooter is what it translates to.
That
The other song.
sounds weirdly sexual, but I don't know how.
Well, isn't everything?
I guess when your mind is in the gutter, yeah, pretty much.
It's the reason we're all here, right?
Gutter minds.
It's not the reason I'm here. Jeez.
Last
You a
one
lab
is
baby?
Odorador. I don't know what that means. Odory odor. Odory odor.
Oh, that's how you say it?
Odore.
Okay.
Sure.
What's
I
it
think I've
mean,
seen
Ron?
that one too. I've probably seen most of them. Home Gnome keeps me up on my Gacharic spin viewing. Odore.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
he put the little thing over the E. Thank you very much, Sebastian. That helps a lot. Cool. Well, yeah, I thought it was a really good song. Overall, I'm a big fan of what they're doing in 2024. I could say that.
Hell yeah, me too.
Sweet. I'm excited to hear this song again. There was so much re-listenability. Like it's impossible to take it all in one listen.
Yeah, but every time you listen to it, it's gonna live in your brain for another week.
Yep.
That's a genius riff too, because it does the one lick and it resolves on the octave that's on the key, but then the second time it does one note flat to cause that little tension and then goes
Leads back
before it
into
resolves.
Mm.
It's just like got such a tasty little intrigue to it.
Which note is flat?
The dun 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 dun, like when it goes
Oh.
dun.
Okay.
That passing tone makes you want to go around again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't even notice that. But yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
It's just got that pull into the next note. Yeah.
It's so funny how like a minor note or like something that's like it doesn't feel like it would be as happy sounding as the rest of them can actually create more happy feelings just by existing around the other notes. You know what I mean? Like I was
Creating
listening
the
to
framing for the
yeah. Like you said, it pulls you back in, and then it makes you want for a second to get back into that major sounding part that comes in after it. Like I was listening to you guys ever watch the fairy voice mother? I think her name is. She's a YouTuber. She's from Ireland, and she's a vocalist.
Yeah,
she's ridiculously talented. Anybody that likes vocals, she plays like all the instruments. She can figure everything out in like 2 seconds. But she was watching that shit. I can't remember. I think the Logical song, I believe it was, and she was talking about how like the Logical song.
No.
You guys know that one? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this since nobody knows what I'm talking about. But I'll bring this up later. I'll bring this up later when people do know.
Thanks for reading the room.
No.
Sorry, man.
To be fair, like that's 95% of things you say to me. So
yeah, Super Tramp. I'm surprised you guys don't know that song. It's really
well,
famous.
I may not know the name of it. Super Tramp. It's an old song then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I probably just don't know the name of the song. I just gotta say something. Hey, welcome guys in the chat. We see you. We'll pull from stuff you're saying. We appreciate the information when we don't know stuff because you guys know more than we do anyway. But thank you for showing up and keeping conversations going outside of us. It's fun to see that happen too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what else we got? Hanab, they're still doing their thing. They're opening up for Slash and the Miles Kennedy. What the fuck's it called? Conspirators, some stupid name. Why can't it just be like Slash? When it's them together, just be Slash doing like the Slash band. But then it's like they have to keep their band name under his name.
Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators.
Yeah. It's like
Okay,
they're
Miles
their own
Kennedy
band.
and the Conspirators are one band.
Yeah, but they're like Slash's backing band, but they're also their own band, so they have to have the full title when they support Slash.
But they're
Oh,
playing Slash songs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, no.
And probably Guns N' Roses songs because they're gonna sound way better that way.
I'm just now
Yeah.
learning Slash has solo work.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. But the cool thing is, Hanab is going to open up a few shows, and what I thought was neat was Yukina posted a thing about it, saying how excited they are, but also she said there was a quick mention of us in an article. I forget which magazine it was, but they're interviewing Slash, and he mentioned that when they announced they're going to play in Japan, they were brought bands to listen to, and he listened to the bands and he picked out personally who was going to play ahead of them. So he heard the band and just liked their vibe and just wanted them to open. So instead of like
Cool.
being here, have these guys open, I just thought it was cool that it was his conscious choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes me like him so much more right now, if I'm being totally honest, because
Yeah.
I just assumed like after the Guns N' Roses show that they did with Bandmade, like I just kind of assumed like Guns N' Roses didn't know what the fuck was going on, and they were like, "All right, yeah, we'll take
Yeah.
whoever wants to come on, like whoever our label pushes or whatever." But like the idea that he's actually listening to the bands and choosing who he wants to play with actually makes me like respect what he's doing a lot more right
It's
now.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So you didn't know he did any solo work, huh, Wave?
No.
I think he did a song with Fergie at some point. Remember
Yeah, there's
Fergie?
Slash's
What?
Snake Pit where it's like a bunch of guests. There's like Ozzy sings on it, and there's a bunch of guest artists.
I
That
think
play
he's
on it.
got a Dave Grohl on there too, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I think him and like Tony Iommi put out a solo album. I think all the same people like guested on his album from Black Sabbath. Tony Iommi.
mm, yeah.
Grohl, I think Grohl just plays with anybody because he just wants to play drums. Like he doesn't care.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think because he did his own solo albums where it was like exactly the same as what Slash did. Where he
Right.
just like brought on a bunch of features, like
Right.
every song had a different person on it.
Yeah.
And that's cool and stuff. I'll be honest, like I had both of those albums and I didn't really think either of them were that great. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I know how talented Slash is and how talented Dave Grohl is, but their solo work is a little bit like, I don't know, it leaves something to be desired.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I listen to him. What else with Hanabi? Oh, they're going to be support acts for Sum 41's March 23rd concert in Osaka. So that's cool too, man.
Nice.
Sum 41, I can definitely see them getting along. Sum 41 likes to do some fun shit with their songs. So,
yeah, me too. Yeah,
we
we listened to that one song, like their new song,
yeah.
a few months back or whatever, and I thought it was pretty good too. I could see them being on tour with Hanab. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of similar in the sense that they both have like happy, like major. They sound like they play mostly in major, I guess. But like Hanab is so much heavier than Sum 41 will ever be.
Yeah, definitely. What's going on in chat? Momo banger. So I saw some people mention earlier it was a big weekend for Momo Metal. It was they had a birthday show for her, I believe. Sorry, chat. I don't know the details. You bring it up. Now I'm seeing there's a Momo growl. Now I'm curious. Is there anywhere we can hear that?
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
But they're also playing. There's a Fox Fest going to be happening since we're going to switch over to Baby Metal. Now there's a Fox Fest happening in May, and Baby Metal, then with Electric Callboy and Polyphia. That's going to be a wild show, dude.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm looking at
very
this.
different bands.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so I'm looking at this, and there's a bunch of videos from last night. Of they're all called Momo Banger, and it's them. It's Baby Metal playing Headbanger. I guess I think, and it says that there's a Momo Metal growl.
Awesome,
in it.
dude. We'll have to check it out.
A growl, huh?
Tons of clips on YouTube. It's short enough we should be able to.
They're full song lengths. I don't think we could click on any of those without getting
right on. Well, thanks for. I got to check that out though, because wasn't there was it in Matadi there was a moment where there's like some kind of growl in the background. People are like, I wonder who's doing it, but I don't think.
Yeah, and everybody yelled. Half the people were like, "No, there was no growl."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, there is. What are you talking about? I hear it. It's there." I knew something was going on because they also made it seem like she did it live too in the live performance,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. It kind of sounded like it was probably pre-recorded for that one, but the way that everybody's talking now, it seems like this one might have been an actual like a live growl that came out. If anybody, for you people that have watched it in the chat. Are you guys sure that it's a live growl and not a pre-recorded one?
It
One
looks
like the mentally one?
it's looking like she like legit did it.
I really want to hear it now.
And
Shit.
somebody mentioned about Tank the Tech. Um he's with Electric Callboy, so I'm sure he'll be there because he was going like on their big tour. Well, I'm not sure. I guess he would. He's been working with them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey guys in the chat, give me a timestamp so I could check it out real quick if you got it.
That would
I'm so curious now.
I know, me
Like,
too.
could you imagine? I don't think they'll do this, and I think 90% of their fans would hate it if they did. But could you imagine if
I would
Momo
love it, dude.
just ended up being like the screamer of the
I know what
band?
you're gonna. Yeah.
Oh my
That'd be
god!
awesome.
Oh my heart! I would be so happy. I would be a very happy man.
That would be awesome.
I like vapor metal enough as they are, but like adding a screamer, man, that's just, that's how you buy me as a fan for life.
Who was doing the screams before? Were they all just pre-recorded?
Yeah, like studio, or was one of the members doing the?
Well, they didn't really have screams before.
Yeah, like occasionally there'd be one.
And like
It's
their
probably,
first album, didn't they?
yeah, I think it's probably more backing track stuff. Unless one of the commie band did it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that like they would have Momo do it if she can.
Hell yeah! Like she's the new one, right? So it's like she'd be bringing her own flavor also, rather than just like filling a slot that needed to be filled. I always love that. It's like when what's her name joined Love Bites, the bassist. What's her name?
Tommy.
Yeah. It was like we really wanted her to bring her own fomminess to the table with Love Bites rather than just like replacing the previous bassist. It always adds a little bit like an extra dimension.
Sure, man.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Megatsuni, they had that one part. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that word, but that song did have that part where there was like a screaming section sort of like in the middle of it. But I always just assumed it was like somebody in the studio they brought in and just like recorded it once, and then I just like
that's what it seems like. Man, a roundabout connection. Bohoje-san. So a lot of you know from the Discords and stuff. I guess he met Miho she was DJing somewhere and he found out about it. So he went there and he actually got a picture with her.
No way.
Bohoje-san is a member of the bandmate kind of community, and he loves many bands. He sees many shows, so it was cool to see him get a shot with her.
That's really cool.
But who roundabout connection there somehow.
Yeah, so she's just like
like DJ
doing what she wants.
Yeah,
following her passions. That's cool,
dude. I respect that so much, though. Like especially the people, anybody that like goes out and they just like do music because they love doing music, and they're not scared to like change stuff because they're scared that their fans might not like it or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna shit on anybody that stays in the line of what they think they should be doing, but it does give you added respect if you're willing to go outside and do just something because you're passionate about it.
Sure. Chica, drummer for Sai Sega, actually, she's like doing a DJ thing too. It's kind of cool, man. Just seeing, I follow them all on X and stuff, and they're just sharing shots here and there, and it's just cool. Like people recognize them from the bands, and then they're just having fun, dude.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How sweet would it be if like they're DJing and then also played like live, bass with the music, leave some space in there and was playing a live instrument while DJing.
That's kind of what Jason Richardson was doing when we saw the Baby Metal show.
Yeah,
because like from what I understand, he was like recording his own background stuff, and then he'd like go play it and then like make some adjustments or whatever, but then pull out the guitar and like solo over it
live. He was doing that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah. Like
figured he was
Oh.
just playing with a backing track.
well, he was playing with a backing track, but there were things that like he clearly, first of all, recorded the backing track
Yeah.
first. But he would make some adjustments up there, like with the track and whatever, when he wasn't playing guitar. So
Wow.
I you know, he was good. He was really good. He's a
Yeah.
respectable guy.
He fooled me. I saw a post of him. It was on Twitter, and it's like him and a video that was obviously sped up, and I didn't follow him at all. And he's like, "Just practice, man. Always getting faster." I'm like, "Dude, that is obviously fucking fake." And then I looked up on it, and he had posted a video previous to that where he was playing it at regular speed. He just sped it up and put it on there as a joke, but
Yeah.
didn't like cop to it at all. So anybody that didn't know was like, "God, that's bullshit."
What a
And he
troll.
responded, he's like, "Nope, just practice." Like he didn't even. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm going to delete my comment, fucking idiot." I thought it was funny though. I'm like, "Oh, right on, dude."
Yeah, hell yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you troll the internet. You know what I mean? Like, because he's not really trying to get one over on anybody.
Yeah,
You know, if
yeah,
he was legitimately trying to do that, I would be pissed. But
right.
since he's
Yeah.
just trolling us, it's like, oh, okay, you got
Dude, I was just watching this Wings of Pegasus video last night
Yeah,
where it was talking about all these Instagram singers that are pretending like they're just sitting in their room singing
yeah.
a song all raw, but there's clearly pitch correction on their voices
Oh yeah,
and like how common it is now. And it's kind of sad. Like how much people try to hide the fact that they're pretending that it's raw, but then they're
Mhm.
going in and pitch correcting it, sucking the soul out of it, and portraying it as a raw performance. You know?
it. Well, I hate to so first of all, I agree with you entirely. And maybe an unpopular opinion here, but that just immediately made me think of the first take because I feel like they've been doing that more and more as time has gone on. Whereas like the first ones I heard from them like several years ago felt like really raw and vulnerable. And lately, a lot of them feel like there's a
Too
ton
perfect.
of post-processing on it or something. And it's like you can't necessarily tell for sure, but you know it's just so clean that there's like no way that there wasn't.
Yeah. Too perfect sometimes.
Yeah, because
Cor-
that's not what it sounds like in real
yeah,
life, you
I
know?
gotta make a correction. It was Toko, the drummer who was doing the DJing. I fucked up and said the wrong drummer.
Oh.
As I said, Chica, she plays for Hanab. Toko's for Saisega. Thanks,
Hmm.
Scruffy, for correcting me on that. But anyway, the whole pitch correction thing. Um, yeah, it's troublesome, right?
But
Like
it's life. It's like where we are, right? Like
it,
that's
it is. I think I like what Phil does. I think he's the only person I see like doing it. I'm sure there's others, but he's like pretty much known for that. And sometimes you can tell he's disappointed. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but this shit is not real.
Yeah.
And it's crazy though, because you go back and he'll listen to some shit from the '70s, and he's like, look at this. This note is perfect, and they hit that note, but all the other notes are a little off, but it sounds amazing. Like, there's no
mm-hmm.
reason to fuck with it. Then he'll bring up somebody like one of the big I can't think of his name. One of these big crooner singers, like super Groban,
So
and they
now,
like
oh,
pitch corrected his shit. It's
Crow.
like, dude, he's one of the best singers ever. Leave it alone. Like you're
Yeah.
taking the soul out of everything, you know.
Yeah, that's just it.
It's
It's
just dumb.
the human part of it that, and I'm guilty of this too in stuff I've recorded in the past, like for albums, doing pitch correction when it's like not necessary because I just wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't do that at all anymore. But it's like it takes that humanity out of it, and subconsciously it feels less human and less, you can't connect with it as much, you know?
Yeah, I agree entirely. I think it's one of the biggest problems with like the pop scene in general, where I think that you've got like tons of really talented artists out there. Like, and we could go through the catalog and say like, you know, how great are these vocalists, you know, that are just like these pop vocalists. But then it's like you can't even hear what they actually sound like while you're listening to these recordings. And it's just a complete, it ruins the experience for me like almost entirely a lot of the time. And I can say that this is one of the things about K-pop too that I don't like, which is like, you know, that like I know how good they are, how hard they've trained, and I've heard them do like vocals outside of like a very, you know, a very pristine sort of environment and how good they sound. And it's just like, so that when you hear it, you just go, okay, well, like, yeah, I know they sound good. Why are you trying to make them sound better? Now I know that it's not real and I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like it might as well be an AI singing it at that point, which
Yeah.
because it's not reality.
That's the point.
But
Cookie
but
Monster.
that again, that's the world we live in, man. Like that, like look at reality TV. Like it's fucking
It's
huge.
yeah,
We know it's
everything.
fake as hell.
Everything. But Cookie
Yeah, we've
Monster.
been watching Wife Swap.
Cookie Monster says they need someone to troll one of those auto-tune detector channels with perfume or passcode if you're in Loathing in Las
Oh my
Vegas.
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Can you tell me if this is auto-tune? That'd be hilarious. Dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
He'd probably
please
just be
tell
like,
me which part of this is auto-tuned. It's like they have it like especially on passcode, bro. They have that
right?
shit turned up to 100 all the
Yeah,
time.
it's like watching a stair step. Or
Yeah. But you know
like
what?
if you
That's
would
like
watch it.
and but because that's their gimmick and like they're not trying to bullshit around it, like I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
yeah,
Like
they're not trying to
go ahead
hide
and
it.
do it. Yeah, go ahead and do
Yeah,
it. If that's your gimmick,
that's
go
the
ahead and do
sound.
it. But if you're the second you pretend like you didn't do it is the second I'm like, okay, I'm out. I'm walking out the door right
Right.
now.
Dude,
Right.
I saw this video. It was about Prince and the approach that he took when he went to the studio, and how basically he almost every song he did, it was a producer that worked with him talking. And pretty much every day he went to the studio, he would have one song that he would work on from start to finish. Pretty much keep the first take of every single instrument and everything because he
Wow.
wanted that original feeling he was feeling,
Mm.
played it to be in the track. And
Jeez.
he would knock out a song in a day,
Mm.
start to finish. And he didn't care about the perfection. He cared about keeping that feeling in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's respectable, man.
yeah.
Like I totally get into that. Like just that idea there where it's like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm in the groove right now. So let's like really take my emotions and my feelings and put them into this song rather than trying to replicate what that feeling would be outside of when you're feeling
I've tried that approach, but I don't think I'm as good a musician as Prince was, oddly enough.
it.
That's
Didn't work out for me
exactly
that
what
way.
I was saying. I did
Wow,
this.
this is really hard.
I love that though, Ryan, that you do live streams where you like record a song and
Yeah.
it kind of comes together while you're streaming. And I
Thanks,
want
man.
to start doing that.
It can
Last night
be
I
it can
did
be
like a really raw. I had a song I wrote yesterday morning that I just wanted to get down.
yeah.
And so I just recorded each instrument in a take besides the guitar because I messed up really bad. So I had to go like do another take of that.
Yeah.
But like it's just a super raw, uh, full of mistakes and bad singing. But I posted it to YouTube anyway because I'm like, what's the point trying to
It's
hide?
it's cool because sometimes there's some cringy moments in there, but when you're figuring something out, sometimes there's stuff in there that you don't remember later. And for me, I'm like, well, I was gonna record the whole thing of me recording it anyway, so I didn't miss those moments. I'm like, well, fuck, I'll go live
Hmm.
because apparently I love
Nice.
embarrassment. So
But then like when you're live, you like can never play as good as you do when you're by
right,
yourself.
right. So and sometimes I forget I'm live. Like I'll be working on this little 2 note thing for fucking 10 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, thanks for hanging around. But that's how it is, man. Like you get into it, and I think people kind of appreciate that, and they see how obsessive it can get, and how sometimes shit just works the first time. And you're like, oh, okay,
Mm.
that's neat. So yeah, it's fun to do. It gets me farther along than maybe I would have if I was just on my own, like getting stuck on one thing and being like, all right, that's good. Like if I know there's people like kind of chilling, watching, I'm like, I better move the fuck on. So I'll
Mm.
get onto a different part or whatever. It's just different, a little different way of doing it. It's fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. Yeah,
I'm too nervous to do that.
yeah, I'm kind of convinced that Ryan has a humiliation kink at this point because there's just like no way that I am ever gonna think about doing that. You guys ever see that live performance of Disturbed on like the Jimmy Kimmel show or something doing that Hello Darkness, my old friend
No,
song?
I haven't seen that.
Okay, so I just wanted to bring this up because we were talking about autotune and stuff. I really like that guy's vocals. I don't remember his name. David something, I
Draymond.
think. Yeah. So like I think he's a really good singer. He had the flu when he did this performance, right? And he told the sound engineers, he was like, specifically, do not add auto-tune. But because he had like a nasal problem going on or whatever, they
Yeah.
decided to do what they
Oh,
they felt
shit.
like doing anyway. And there's
Oh.
like one part of the performance where you could see he's singing. He knows that he hit a note like a little bit flat, and he hears it go to the correct. Yeah, thank you, Andrew, for showing that. He goes to, but it goes to the correct pitch, and he side eyes. You can just see him at some point. He just side eyes, like he's furious for a second because they
Wow.
actually did that. And I was like, that's fucking cool because he wanted it to be raw. But
Yeah.
the show was like, no, we need it to be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
could you
no one
imagine being
watches
that,
you
you know?
anymore.
Man.
Yeah, sound of silence. Thank you guys. But yeah, and he's a great vocalist, man. He did a great job even in that. But there's sometimes it's just like it would, and especially in a song like that, right, where it's all about the emotionality, it's all about the lyricism and stuff like that. If you hit a flat note, that's part of it, man. Like you're trying to sing with feeling and passion, so that flat note is part of that passion. It's part of what you're doing right there.
Sure.
The second it gets adjusted to be perfect, it's like it loses just a little bit of that feeling.
Yeah.
Dude, it drives me crazy how, like, especially with talk shows and stuff, wanting to be perfect and everything's kind of scripted out now. Because some of the best moments from talk shows are the ones where unexpected things happen and you get like the genuine reactions of the host and or the guest or whatever's happening. And
Yeah,
like
that's why
that
we
just
don't
doesn't
do that.
happen anymore.
Look at us. It's working out great.
Yeah, we might need a little auto tune for us though, for our podcast, just a little.
Your reaction was a little flat.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
all right. We got any news going on today that we didn't talk about already?
We can mention some other stuff. Broken by the Scream teases Re-Evolution Unlimited music videos. They got a new video coming out. If you like them, check it out.
Right, and I believe this is also, so it's hard to see, but if you when you see them, like it's so hard to see because it moves so fast, but I believe they added another member. I
Okay.
believe there's a new vocalist in there, and I think she might be a screamer. And I think that that's like part of what this teaser is to show, hey, there's another person here now.
Oh, okay.
I believe her name was like Yui or something like that. I didn't know how to say it, but yeah. So this is coming out like in a few days or something like that, and it's gonna be the first music video with the new singer. So I'm excited, man. I already like Broken by the Scream. But like, I want a new growler. Like we were just talking about baby metal. Like you're gonna add another growler to the band. I'm always gonna be like, okay, let's fucking do this, baby. Let's see what you got.
Oh yeah. What else we got? We got Asterism. They are there's a live
New song coming out.
performance. Well, it's a Asterism live in Tokyo premieres in 5 days. From the info on their video, it says the instrumental band Asterism held the Decision, which later became a legendary performance at Shibuya Cyclone, Tokyo on November 23rd, 2023. So it's gonna be it's gonna be streaming. So it might, I don't know if this is it a pay thing?
No, the premiere is gonna be on YouTube. It said.
Okay.
So 5 days from now, it's coming out.
Awesome.
I looked on YouTube to find like a recorded version of this song after I saw that it was just a live, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So maybe it's just not on YouTube, or maybe it's like one of those things where you got to go into the topic and find it on the B-sides or something like that. But I couldn't find this song recorded anywhere. So I don't know.
This performance will be made into a sound recording and released March 8th.
Okay, so it probably isn't a recorded track.
Yeah. Awesome,
so,
dude.
So this should be new to pretty much everybody that wasn't at that concert, I assume.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. And that's actually even cooler because, like, I don't know, just the idea of being like, okay, we're gonna like debut a song live, and then we're gonna use that live recording of it as like the intro to the song rather than going back recording the song and then showing that first. I think it takes balls to do something like that because, you know, live isn't as perfect as the recorded version is.
Cookie Monster says they'll have full 4 members for this.
He's talking about the Broken by the Scream. So
okay.
Yeah. It's interesting how Asterism still refers to themselves as instrumental metal band.
Yeah.
Now that they have vocals in their music. But
Yeah, I wonder if that's just like, is that a genre? Is that just a new genre that we don't know about? Instrumental metal, and you can have
mental
vocals.
metal.
Instrumental mental
But
metal.
with
That's
vocals,
hard to
I don't know.
say.
I guess that's what they're doing.
Well, they're good at it.
Yeah, hell yeah, they are. Let's see. TK from Ling Tosete Segure performs opening song for My Hero Academia season 7.
Nice.
That's pretty big deal. Pretty big show.
Who is that?
TK from Ling. I think it's Tosete.
He was one of my picks for when we built our bands.
Oh yeah, don't you
Really?
remember?
Like a
Don't you remember,
really
Champ?
I do not.
You weren't even paying attention, were you?
I've just never heard of this band before.
he's
Ling
like the
Tosite?
Prince of Japan.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
That's cool.
really? Okay, cool.
Trident celebrates 4th anniversary with a sub channel on YouTube named Moto Trident Channel. More Trident. That's cool. So they're putting more stuff out for everybody.
Probably vlogs and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably. Behind the scenes stuff and whatnot.
I like that. I like them. They're cool.
Speaking of Trident, the Gibson Replays band features Trident's Asaka. They cover Enos's God Knows song. I did watch that video on a live stream. And so I think it's a thing put out by Gibson. So it's everybody playing Gibson guitars. And the funny thing was I went to the bands where these members are from and they don't play Gibson guitars. There's a lot of PRS, but apparently it's a good enough deal for them to get together and play during this replays thing. It's pretty cool. You get people from different bands working together on a song. It sounds pretty incredible.
Dude, I'm surprised Gibson doesn't make you like use the guitar if you're going to be like a part of this Gibson Replays thing.
Well, I'm
Right.
guessing they're using the notoriety of the band members to get more eyes on Gibson
Yeah, that's
because no one can
exactly
afford Gibsons anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going
Okay.
on.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Like I would have immediately thought, like, just because Gibson's been around for so
Well-
long, that they're the ones that like are helping out the bands. But in reality, it might be the opposite.
No, I think they're kind of dying because their guitars are too expensive.
Cynical, you're right about that. Champ was bathing in the victory of his super group. He doesn't remember anybody else's bands anymore. That is the most accurate thing that anybody said in the chat so far.
I don't
today.
remember him winning anything. Rolling Quartz posts behind the scenes video of EU tour at Club Volta in Cologne, Germany.
Cool.
Right on. That's cool, man. Rolling Quartz is a band that is one of those that, I am going to see him live. I'm going to go to Minneapolis. Wave, you going to go to that show?
Who?
Rolling
Rolling
Quartz are
Quartz.
playing at Anime Detour.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, so it's Anime Detour. I was waiting for the info on where it was actually going to be. Let me look this up.
Yeah, I have you guys heard any? Have they come out with like new songs recently, like in the past couple of months?
Past couple of months.
Yeah, because I
Rolling
haven't heard
Quartz?
anything from them in a while. I'm just curious.
Okay, so it's in 25 days. What? Okay.
Yeah.
I got to look into this more because last time when I first heard about this, it was all still pretty bare on the website. Okay, it's at the Hyatt in Minneapolis.
Yeah, thanks to Dave for helping me get out there.
The Hyatt.
So
like
you're
the-
going?
the hotel?
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll be there.
I might be there. I gotta look into it.
Rolling
Sweet.
John Reeves is trying to see if he can make it out there because that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Have a mini GG meetup.
Sure. Another anime convention.
Oh yeah. Don't have to go to Texas this time.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So
Uh,
Fearless was the last one. Wow, Fearless is over 3 million views. Good for them,
Holy
man.
shit, dude. When was that out?
It's like 5 months ago, something like
Okay.
that.
3 million
It's been a
views.
while since they put out a
Okay.
new video, but that's especially for they're South Korean, right? Yeah, for a South Korean band, that's like really, really good, man. Like they're not a J-Rock band, they're a South Korean band, and they don't give a shit about rock in South Korea. So
Right.
Good on them, man.
That's why they're here. Yeah, that's cool, man.
They play this smart too. I got to give them a lot of credit because they're even though they're a band, they do kind of promote similarly to the way that the K-pop groups do. And I think that it's really helped them get a little bit of just a little bit of love from maybe some areas that they might not have gotten it from if they had promoted just like a regular band.
Certainly. See, all-female steampunk metal band Fake Gear will embark on a European tour in May. Fake Gear.
Steampunk.
Yeah, we've talked about them before. And Nana, who sings for Fake Gear, is also the singer for Gungare, which is a lot heavier. They're like metalcore, which is a little more up my alley. And I have an interview with the band on YouTube right now, just in case you're wondering. You want to learn a little bit more about them?
I'm actually curious. I didn't realize that there was any more like female metalcore bands out there.
Yeah, you'll probably like it, Champ. I think you will.
We definitely heard Fake Gear before. I think, I guess they dress like they're steampunk, but I've always thought of them as power metal.
Yeah, it's a little more power metal-y. I mean, they got a designated guitarist, so don't get much more power metal than that.
Did you say guitarist?
Oh yeah,
I didn't even realize.
Guitar, man, that's awesome.
That's sick. So how many guitarists are out there?
I don't know. Enough?
Yeah, too many.
Maybe not enough. I don't know. It depends, but she definitely has a different. She does some harsh vocals in Fake Gear, but much more so in Gungare. Pretty brutal. Like we're talking Drag Down and Sega level brutal vocals. So
like growling.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, check out Gungare.
I did not know she had that in her. That's kind of fucking sick, man. I want to check that out now.
That's awesome.
Dude, some of these screamers are so good now. Like even the ones that I thought were good like a couple years ago are all better now. You know what I mean? Like it's not going away. I kind of thought that we might get that like the same thing that happened with metalcore in America where it like existed for a few years and then just like disappeared for forever. I thought that might happen in Japan, but it seems like they're adding more and more to this. Like we're just talking about one. Think about what we just talked about. So we got this. She's doing vocals in this other band, right? She's doing growling vocals in this other band. Nemophila, who we thought might be lighter on this one, she's clearly better at screaming now in this new album. And then we were talking about how Momo Metal like is just starting to throw out some growls and shit out there too. Like this is not going away. And then Broken by the Scream just added a new growler. So this is becoming a thing. And guys, if you don't like screaming, this might not be the year for you coming up, man. Bless you.
Right. Saint Grace is, so what does steampunk sound like? I think it's more of a visual thing than what it sounds like. Steampunk would just be like psst, 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 you know.
Maybe an old boat sounds
like a steamboat.
Creaky boat, yeah. Yeah, Scruffy
that's an aesthetic.
I love that all members of Gungare have Killswitch Engage as music influence. They didn't mention Killswitch, and they played a show. They covered Killswitch Engage.
Oh, sick!
There's a clip of that on Instagram.
Well, good, because I was just talking about how Killswitch is still good in 2024. So
right, no, so cool stuff, man.
I have a quick question while we're between topics.
What's up?
Does anyone know which day of the festival the Rolling Quartz is playing in Minneapolis?
20.
Initially, I was influenced by. Can you what Christina Aguilera and Billy Joel? Is that what that said? Christina Aguilera and Billy Joel, and then on to Killswitch Engage. That's Limp Bizkit and El Nino.
Oh yeah,
I gotta say,
the members list of.
Dude, they have the same fucking influences that I do. I gotta listen to this, man. Like these are like some of my favorite things ever. Limp Bizkit, Christina Aguilera, and Killswitch Engage. What? I thought I was the only person that liked all three of those things at the same time.
Right. Yeah. Scruffy told me about them doing that Killswitch cover. Then I asked Nana about it. She's like, "Yeah, here's a link to the performance." I was like, "Oh, freaking sweet."
Was it good?
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's good. Different too, because it's she doesn't sound like freaking Howard or what's his name?
Jesse,
yeah.
Nobody sounds like Howard, to be fair.
No. I love that about Howard. Sounds like a nerd half the time and a freaking demon the other half. It's wonderful.
Yeah. You want to talk about clean screaming too? He's probably got like the cleanest scream ever. recorded, man. Like it's just like even when he does like the scream, it sounds like you can hear every word. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you can. It's very articulate.
Yeah, there you go. Articulate.
Nice.
Right on. That's the news we got listed here.
Okay. Was there
We
anything
can-
with Bandmade this week? No letters or anything like that?
I don't have it keyed up because there was a letter from somebody. Was there another one? I don't know. They've all been posting. I think Konami was posting about working on the acoustic stuff, and she mentioned how Psyche was helping her learn how to sing a chorus part, which is really cool. So yeah, this is actually it's huge news for me because Konami has one of the best, was just most angelic voices ever, right? When she decides to sing, she was a singer songwriter to begin with. She wanted to be. So with the acoustic shows, the one we saw before, she did some vocals where it's just her and Psyche, and she did, a big part of it. And previously on the where they did it live, what was for Puzzle, she did some backing vocals on there, and it was like a nice addition to it. So now it looks like she might be working a little more at doing more vocals. I think is really cool. But she said Psyche was teaching her how to sing a certain part.
Did you say a chorus? Teaching her
Yeah.
how to sing a chorus?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
That's that's as much as it's the most important part of the song for the singer. So it's a lot of it's like you got to have some balls to do that if you're not the main vocalist of the band.
Yeah.
I would like to see her do that solo. I wonder what it would sound like because she does have like a really soft voice.
Yeah.
It's like very nice sounding, like very soothing. I wonder what it would be like over like a Bandmade style track, like where it's like faster and heavier, something like that. Because I've only heard her do the what was the one that we did the acoustic show that she was doing the backing vocals. We just did that a few weeks ago over on the Patreon.
Was it?
It was just her and Psyche, I think, right?
Was it No God?
I don't remember which one it was. I think it might have been different actually.
Oh, it was different. Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. And I thought she sounded great. Yeah. She sounded great in that one, but it's also an acoustic one, right? So like it matches her tone very, very well. Wonder what it'd be like if it's like fast and heavy or loud, whatever.
What did Mikoto just said? He said they're also doing a special arrangement for Akane. So Akane can sing? That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty sweet.
She was doing backing vocals on their acoustic show too. For the concert they did.
Oh, true. Did we say happy birthday to Momo, by the way? If we haven't, happy birthday.
Mentioned it, but yes, happy birthday, Momo.
Just want to throw that out there. Cool. Well, I guess that's all we got for today when it comes to the news. You want to do the top 10?
Sure.
Top 10.
Come up, top 10. Oh, Linky no worky.
I can see it here. Well, I
Okay.
can see those. I can see the zoom here. So we got the new entries this week. At number 59, Dexcore doing Skin Deep.
I got it. Okay.
That sounds familiar, actually. Pale Dusk doing Pale Hell. Oh, I haven't heard that one yet. Ooh, have you guys heard Pale Hell yet?
No.
No? Ooh, I want to hear that. I guess that's new from them. I've been really liking Pale Dusk lately.
Yeah.
Crossfaith coming in at number 28 with Zero. Baby Metal with Baby Metal Death at 27. Is that new? I thought that had been out for a little while. I don't know.
I think it's a video they posted of their Blu-ray.
Okay.
Right on.
And then at number 24, we've got Bandmade with the Don't You Tell Me official live video. You guys check that out?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Freaking awesome, dude. Psyche in God mode.
Oh, yeah?
Champ, this is the perfect time to make your comeback.
Well, don't tell anybody, but I might have something planned.
Oh, okay, I won't.
Actually, I'm going to scratch that because every time I say that, I don't come back. Let's pretend I didn't say that. There's a better chance that I will come back if I don't say that I'm coming back. So,
fair enough.
I'm not coming back, guys.
Okay, yeah, don't.
Thanks. Cool. All right, so that's new entries. Let's go on to the regular part of the top 10.
I got it up here if you want me to.
Yeah, go nuts, big guy.
Top 10. Shishamo is down 3 to number 10 with the song Maximum Speed. Are you guys familiar with them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard them. All girl rock band. They formed in 2010. Right on. So they've been around a while.
Is this song about baseball?
Maybe.
Is it about Shohei Ohtani?
I don't know.
That's
Do you
a
know who
good
that is?
question.
No, I don't know.
You don't know who Shohei Ohtani is? He's like
No.
one of the greatest baseball players of all time. And he's Japanese and he's just like insane. He pitches Eddie bats and his ERA for pitching is like crazy low and his batting average is crazy high and he hits a bunch of home runs.
Good.
He's basically the newest Babe Ruth.
Dang. I never
thank
really
you,
got
Scruffy,
into
the Babe Ruth
baseball.
of this generation. I don't really like baseball that much either, but he's like so good that he's going to go down as like one of the best of all time.
Cool.
And he's right in his prime right now.
All right. I did not know that. Number
Japan
9.
taking over the world.
Chilled Spot is down 1 to number 9 with I. Chilled Spot, still a really cool band, dude. Their name says it all.
You've heard them too?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you talk about how they're chill, right?
I mean, their name, it's a good name.
I.
Wow. Number 8, Ave Mujica, down 3 with Angles. They've been up in this
Ave
top 10 for a
Mujica.
while. Down 3. So we're going to have some changes up here at the top.
Cool. Got
Lisa,
a fresh set.
Yeah, Lisa new. This is a new entry. Lisa comes in at number 7 with Hello World.
Yeah. I saw that.
Enters straight into the top 10 with the new single. Wow. I did watch that. I mean,
Thoughts?
Whatever you're expecting when you hear Lisa, you're gonna get it. She's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you kind of say that like you were hoping to hear something that wasn't as much her.
No. I don't know. She's not somebody that I go and seek out to listen to in my free time, but when like in the moment, it's always just super impressive. I love the way she sings. I almost prefer like her first takes. Just
I was about to say that.
It's just so personal, like when the way she sings and everything.
Those are her best. I still think those are her 2 best videos ever.
They're awesome.
You really get her raw talent.
Oh, here we go. I think Champ should say this next one.
Oh, God.
Yes, please.
Uchikubi Kokomuno Club. No, Gokuman.
There you go.
Uchikubi Gokuman Club. How about Chief Pucho?
There you go. Good job, Champ.
Thanks.
How about that guy?
How about him?
They are
Chief
down
Pucho?
down 2 to number 6.
What is this? Is this like one of those? What? Can you read the thing? The blurb.
The band is a 3-piece band formed in 2004. While active within Japan under their kanji name representing Japanese culture, they operate internationally under the more easily pronounceable Gokuman.
Gokuman.
Okay.
There
you go.
Do you know what kind of music they are? Has anybody listened to this?
I have not.
I wonder if they're from like that dream, whatever thing, which seems like.
Why does this look so familiar? I feel like we didn't watch this together.
So
no, I didn't. That doesn't look familiar to me.
Like the cartoon looks familiar, but I think it might just be from the thumbnail I saw before. Okay.
We stumbled over the name a few times during this. I think.
Look at that. Look at that video. Okay, I kind of want to watch it now.
Predates Bang Dream. Yeah.
Wow, 2004.
Yeah.
Oh,
been around a while.
Scott says that he thinks I reacted to this. Okay, that's possible.
Okay, you remembered something you reacted to?
No.
Good job, Wave. Fatherhood's working out for you.
Yeah.
Your brain's sharper than it was before.
Wow.
Number 5, Necri Talkie is down 3 with Bloom. All these bands are moving down. What's going to happen at the top?
I don't have no idea.
Intrigue.
New Auto song was out.
Oh, number 4, Baby Metal down 1 with Matari. That thing's been.
This is still there. Jesus,
this was gone, then it came back, right?
Isn't that from like July?
Oh, this is live. This is the live performance.
Oh, okay, the live version. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I think that new Auto song, I think it's called like Value or something like that. I bet that's gonna be
Yeah.
number one.
Number 3, Cold Rain, up 6 with Vengeance.
Ooh.
Damn, that's a big jump. Cool.
Okay, I want to hear that now too.
Yeah. I do like Cold Rain. Formed in 2007
Yeah, they've been
in
around for a
Nagoya,
minute too, man.
Japan. Hell yeah, dude. Up 6 to number 3. Now we're getting into first 6 spots. Number 2, Hanabiye, down 1 for Otaku Lovely Densets. Um, down 1 to number 2.
It's a great song though.
I love it. Spire, Orange.
Ah,
I said Orange with a French accent because of that guy.
because of Orange.
This is a new entry and they came in at number 1.
Who the hell is
I have
Spire?
no idea.
All right, well, let's read it. Straight in at number one, Spire is a Japanese rock band from Nagoya, formed in 2005. All right, they've been around for 20 years. The band currently consists of some people, and Orange is the theme song for the anime Haikyuu.
Okay.
The dumpster battle movie. So it's a Haikyuu movie stemming from the
Okay.
TV show. All
Oh,
right,
it's
so
an
that makes a lot of
anime
sense.
song. Okay. I was like, how did this band we never heard of shoot to number 1?
Especially since they've been around for 2 decades
Been out
already.
2 weeks and it has almost 2 million views already.
Good for them. 20 years of work.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that watch IQ, and I had no idea that a movie came out, but it does seem like there's a pretty big pattern where if an anime TV show exists and then a movie is made out of it, the theme song for that movie is going to be number one very, very quickly.
So it's a volleyball anime? Akane Japan?
Volleyball?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
They have like there's some animes out there that are just like about sports now. And it's so fucking funny to watch like the battles, like the fight scenes where it's like instead of there being like fights, it's like a basketball play or a volleyball
yeah.
spike.
In anime style,
But
it's
it's
like
epic as hell.
Yeah.
zooms
They
in
make
with
it
the
seem like
manga
the
line.
craziest moment in the history of life, but it's just like, a back and forth hitting the ball.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna quickly go through the top 10 covers.
Cool.
Because the work's been done to do it, but the top 4 are Auto.
The top four are Auto?
Yeah,
They're all Auto?
Unravel, Burikinu, Kino Dansu, live video from Nippon Budokan, and Maybell by Balloon. Those are all
Dang.
4 Auto songs. Are top 4. Then you got Vondi with a live performance of Blacklight, the song he wrote for Auto for One Piece film Red.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
so that's
didn't
also
Auto do that?
Auto. Then Soken Inaru with Glamorous Sky. Awesome.
Nice.
Unlucky Morpheus with cover of UFO, You Feel Overjoyed by Tao Tokuyami. Number 8 is Nemophila with their Stuck cover. Limp Bizkit
That's
cover.
the Limp Bizkit one, yeah.
Yeah. Then Nemophila for System of a Down cover of Sugar, number 9. And 10 is also Auto. Oh wait, no, it's Kagami.
From Dex Tour.
Kagami with the cover of Auto's show.
Okay, I'm a little confused about the Unravel one, the number one, because like I feel like I saw that like 6 months ago.
Auto is back with a banging cover of TK's Unravel.
Isn't this like really old? Hasn't this been around for like months and months? I'm pretty sure I have a fucking reaction to it.
That's the one
that's
she
gotta
did
be
live where she was like really getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 weeks, that's it, huh? I mean, it's still a lot.
Yeah, it's like almost 4 months, 3.5 months. Oh.
Oh, okay. All right. For some reason, I feel like I listened to it, but maybe I just listened to it like on my own
Maybe
time.
we did it like as a group.
Oh, that's possible. We might have done like Patreon reaction to it or something like
Yeah.
that.
Maybe. Right on.
Cool.
Well, that does it for that, man.
Cool. I have a lot of talent up there right now.
Thank you so
I
much.
like to see it shifting around in the top 10 also. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
heard
cool to
the
see.
original, apparently. Thank you, Mikoto, for letting me know.
I did not
wait,
realize
the Edgy
TK
Skater
wrote
anime. Edgy Skater anime? No, I want to see it. Which one is that?
Dude, that would be up my alley. I'm not gonna lie.
Because you know
Edgy
the animation
skater.
for the skating is going to be awesome, dude, as opposed to
Yeah,
like
it's
something we get done
good.
here.
Exactly. I honestly find the premise of doing like these mundane, monotonous things in like super epic fashion to be so entertaining. Like just like conceptually, I don't think I've really watched much of it, but like in my
Yeah.
head, it seems like such a cool fucking idea. I want to watch them all now.
Well,
Thank you,
dude, think of
Japan.
like the basketball. If you're a basketball player, you're in high school and you get the ball, you're feeling some pressure, dude. Like this is my moment. This is like my moment to actually do something. Then like you fucking dribble it, drop it, and it goes out of bounds or something. It's
Oh,
like, oh, you're just so defeated.
Yeah.
I've been in those moments too many fucking times.
Dude, you're not wrong, bro. Like it does in that
It's a
moment.
huge, yeah.
In that moment, it
Will
feels like it might as well be an anime because
Yeah.
you are like, this is the only thing that matters in the
It's all
world
on
right at the
me.
second.
Then you get in
Yeah.
your head and you lose
Yep.
the flow.
Then you trip over your own feet.
Stop trying to
Miss a
imagine my
layup.
alley.
Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Oh my God. You see, I could see you just making like the most depressing episode of all time, just based on you like, missing a basketball shot. Where you're just
Yeah.
like you just see them collapse afterwards. No, tears streaming out. There's like stuff going on in the background.
And a lot of times it's such a thing, like it's the whole game, it's been a battle, and then it's down to like 1 point. All you need is one shot to win it, and this kid has a random chance to win the game, and he misses this one shot. And it's like up until that moment, it was just a game. Now it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
missed the shots. What do you mean I missed the shot? The whole time they couldn't get ahead of this fucking team. But because I
Yeah.
missed that shot, we lost.
It's all down to that final second, right? The first
Yeah.
like 59 minutes. Nah, that didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
And in the anime, they've just got like the snot bubbles like coming out the whole time too. Because for some reason, animes love snot bubbles. I will never understand that.
They
You watch
do.
Demon Slayer, they've got a character that literally just snot bubbles the whole time.
Yeah. Nice.
Yuck.
It is yuck. But animated so well.
Yes, they're very pristine snot bubbles.
All right, guys.
I think we're done.
Cool.
All right. Well, without Alan, we couldn't add that. So see, we each add a half hour. That's how this show works, right? So if you got 3 guys, you can only go 90 minutes. That's
That's how it
just the rule.
works. That's the deal.
All right. Well, I did want to throw out there that we are not. So as you guys know, we often promote like the Patreon and all the side stuff and all that stuff. Right now we are kind of like in the midst of discussing what we want to do with the Patreon exactly going forward. For a little while, there's going to be probably less reactions over there, if any, until we decide exactly what we want to do moving forward. So anybody that is on the Patreon right now or is thinking about joining it, just know that you might not see a reaction for a little bit until we kind of like suss out exactly what our path is going forward when it comes to that stuff.
Sure. I
And
guess hit the Discord
yeah,
and you can discuss in there, maybe stuff we could do. The Patreon is still there for general support because that's important too.
yeah, and we haven't changed anything, so it's like the tiers still exist as they are, but take them with a grain of salt as of right now. Just they're really just there so that you can choose how much you want to support us by if you would like to support us.
All right.
Thank you,
On
guys.
that note, thanks everybody in the chat for popping in information. It does help us kind of suss out what's going on. Wave.
John, the best way
Yeah.
that you could support us is probably, what would you guys say? Super chats. Most of the time, that's the best way to financially support us. If you're looking to just support us just as like, in any other way, it's really just showing up, telling your friends, liking the video, stuff like that. That always helps, no matter
Or he
what.
could just give us $10,000.
Yeah, I mean that's always an option. I
But
will
don't
give
super
you.
chat it because YouTube will take 30%.
No. I'll give you my PayPal and then I'll cut the guys some kind of percentage out of that. I got to do the math. I got to think about the taxes and
I'm
stuff.
not waiting on you to do math.
You guys might get like a couple
After
bucks at the
PayPal
end
takes
of
like
it,
15%.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
shoot.
but no, thank you for asking, man. Like
Yeah,
Champ
no,
said,
appreciate
just be here. check out the Discord and go in there, communicate. That is what helps.
Oh,
us
thank
most.
you for asking. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
and I appreciate everyone's patience. I've been like living in this total cloud, and I have barely having any idea what's going on ever right now. But I think it's a temporary thing, with the 3-month-old just going through a lot
It'll
of
last about
development
18
changes.
years.
What's that?
It'll last about 18 years. Temporary.
Bare minimum
Eventually,
eight.
eventually, it's going
Bare
to start
minimum
being
8.
able to take care of itself.
Yeah.
I love how you said it's
No,
itself.
I realized
like-
as soon as I said that, I probably should have said
it's an amoeba.
something
That's
else.
just.
Your lovely child will be able to.
It's true though. For the first like 8 or 9 years, you're pretty much like, oh, so remember sleep? Like, remember that thing that we used to do?
Remember, we used to like say, "Hey, what if we did this today and we could just do it?" Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's so
Oh, man.
hard, but it's so fun. Like, I wouldn't,
Yeah.
it's what drives me to do everything else I do. So I'm not
Yeah.
complaining.
Oh
That
my
is
God,
awesome.
dude! As much as we joke about it, like literally the most rewarding thing I've ever done is raise a son. So just
Yep.
no doubt about it.
The first bike ride, dude, brought me to tears yesterday, and I was thinking about it.
Oh,
Dude, I remember the first time I dropped him off at preschool, and like his mom was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, let's walk away," and I was like, "I don't want to walk away."
What do you mean? Just leave him here?
Yeah, like, these are strangers.
He
What do you
doesn't want to
mean?
stay. Yeah, that was rough, dude. It was rough.
Yeah,
Then
but
you
now,
come back
now,
and
now
he
my
doesn't
kid's
wanna leave.
now my kid's about to get his license, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I don't even know what to
Yeah.
do about this shit.
Then here, Elliot's going to classes like today. He's there right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My son just passed his
Yeah.
driver's exam. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's
So,
terrifying.
My old S10 truck, he's gonna get to drive that piece of shit, which is fine. It's cool because it's old. It's like
Yeah.
vintage now.
So he could just run. He could just drop it in the river if he wants to. No
Yeah,
biggie.
and you could probably pull it out and it'll still run. So.
They don't make them like that anymore, do they?
Nope. Cool.
All right,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
all right.
Adios,
We'll see you
everybody.
Yep, we'll see you next weekend, and we'll see you on the Discords.
See you
Peace.
guys.
Bye, everybody.